Alora the wand had seen it all. For centuries she'd been at the heart of spellcasting, sparks flying, stars twinkling, and cauldrons bubbling with magic. She had served many witches and wizards, from the noblest of heart to, well, let's just say some of the naughtier sort. And boy, had she taught a few lessons in her time, naughty witches trying to cast sneaky spells. Alora would misfire and turn their potions into bubble baths, mischievous wizards trying to stir up trouble. One flick of Alora and they'd find their feet stuck to the floor for a week. Yes, Alora had kept the magical world in check, and always with a sense of humor. For the last few decades, though, Alora had belonged to Charlotte, a young witch she had been paired with since birth. They were a perfect duo, Charlotte with her gentle heart and Alora with her endless well of wisdom. Together they had helped mend broken trees in the magical forest. Together they turned bullies into toads, just temporarily, and even helped a lost unicorn find its way home. But time had a funny way of moving on, and Charlotte was no longer the wide-eyed little girl who needed Alora's guiding hand, or in this case, wand. Now, Charlotte was a young woman with a new dream. She wanted to live in the human world, not just visit, but live there full-time. She'd made up her mind to step away from the comforts of magic and explore life as an ordinary human. No spells, no potions, just good old-fashioned life without enchantments. One evening, Charlotte sat Alora on her lap. Wands appreciate being treated with respect after all, and shared her big news. Alora, I've decided to go live in the human world. I want to find my independence, you know. Learn what it's like without relying on magic all the time, Charlotte said, eyes sparkling with excitement. Alora pulsed gently, glowing with curiosity. And of course, Charlotte continued, I want to take you with me. I wouldn't dream of leaving you behind. I promise I won't use you much, only when absolutely necessary. It'll be like a vacation. You'll get a break and I'll still have you just in case. Alora buzzed faintly. A vacation? This didn't sound like the restful retreat she'd been envisioning. No, this wasn't about needing a break. This was about retirement. You see, Alora had done her duty for centuries, and she had already spoken to Mr. Oliver, the elder of the magical forest, about her plans. She had her heart set on the quiet life of the magical cave, a place where retired enchanted beings went to rest, away from all the hocus-pocus of the magical and outside world. Charlotte continued, unaware of Alora's thoughts. I got the approval. The magical court said I can take you with me. Isn't that great? Alora flashed a dim glow of doubt. For the next few days, Alora pondered the situation. Should she tell Charlotte the truth? Should she break the news that her wand-wielding days were over? After all, she'd spent centuries at work, guiding the good, outwitting the mischievous. Did she not deserve a peaceful retirement? One evening, as Charlotte packed her bags, Alora couldn't hold it in any longer. She flickered urgently, buzzing like a bumblebee stuck in a jam jar. What is it, Alora? Charlotte asked, concerned. Suddenly the wand pulsed, lifting itself from Charlotte's hand and hovering in mid-air. It spun gently, glowing brighter and brighter until words formed in sparkling gold letters. Time for a rest. Charlotte blinked, unsure if she'd read that correctly. Rest? Alora spun slowly as if nodding. Charlotte chuckled. Wait, you mean you want to retire? The wand sparkled in confirmation. Yes, that was exactly it. Alora was ready for a quiet life. No more impromptu spellcasting, no more last-minute firework displays at wizard parties. Just peace, quiet, and maybe the occasional chat with a retired broomstick in the magical cave. Charlotte's face softened with understanding. Oh, Alora, of course. You've done so much for me and for so many others. I guess I just hadn't thought about what you wanted. Alora buzzed again, this time with warmth. She had loved her time with Charlotte, but the idea of a nice, peaceful spot in the magical cave, where she could swap stories with other enchanted beings, was simply too appealing to pass up. Well, Charlotte said, smiling wistfully, I guess it's time to say goodbye then. You've earned this. As long as I can come to visit you from time to time. Alora sparkled eagerly. Yes. The very next day, Charlotte took Alora to the magical forest. Mr. Oliver, the wise and gentle elder, was waiting. Alora has been an exceptional wand, Mr. Oliver said, holding the glowing wand gently. All the necessary votes have been taken and Alora was accepted. She deserves her place of honor in the magical cave. Alora hummed contentedly as she was placed in a soft velvet-lined case, a fitting carriage for her journey to retirement. Charlotte gave her a final wave. "I'll miss you, Alora, but enjoy your rest. You've earned it." Alora sparkled once more, a final goodbye as she was whisked away to the magical cave. There, surrounded by other enchanted objects with centuries of stories to tell, Alora finally found her peace. No more troublesome witches, no more mischievous wizards, just endless quiet and the company of those who understood what it meant to have lived an enchanted life. And as for Charlotte, she ventured into the human world, her heart full of magic but her hands free of a wand. And she knew that somewhere in the depths of the magical cave, Alora was happily swapping stories and enjoying her well-deserved rest. Thank you for listening to Alora's story. Mara and Jake hope this warmed your heart. Don't forget to add us to your playlist. We love you and we'll see you soon, MJ Gang.